Well, you wanna know what goats hate more than anything? Baths. They hate baths. I know, but you're so dusty. Reba, but you look all clean. You look great. Daphne's pretty upset, but she's been through this before. Is this the first time you've had a bath ever? Yeah. All right, guys, get ready with me while I explain what I found out is wrong with me. So, I've been having heart palpitations. I've always had a predisposition to them, like if I've gotten really sick, but I've never had them go on this long and this intense. I did have COVID the end of August for the first time. Basically, what they think I have is a hiatal hernia, which runs in my family, and basically it's where your stomach pushes up through your diaphragm because there's a hole there, and that pushes on your atrium, which causes heart palpitations. And it kind of makes sense because anytime I've had heart palpitations the most, it's been when I've had like a stomach flu or something, which I always thought that meant I was just dehydrated, but it actually probably meant that my hernia was inflamed. So we suspect it, we don't know for sure. I'm gonna have an endoscopy in a couple days, but I feel so much better because the doctor put me on a really low dose beta blocker to just calm those heart palpitations, and oh my gosh, I can't believe how bad I was feeling. I was just so out of breath, so exhausted, and then I couldn't sleep because it would keep me up. So, anybody that has heart problems, man, I feel for you. They make you feel so bad. So I am feeling 1000% better. So we're gonna see if that's it. We pretty much suspect that that's what it is because of the pressure that I feel. So it may take a while for it to all calm down, but at least I don't have heart palpitations. But a few months ago, I signed up for a goat show. And I didn't know I wasn't gonna feel well, and so I didn't really even know if I was gonna be able to go, but I happen to be feeling better, and I only signed a few up, so I thought, you know, I need to get out. I need to kind of get back to normal now that I'm feeling better. I'm just gonna go. It's good weather, decent weather right now, so it shouldn't be too stressful. It should be pretty easy. And some of my goats just look really, really good right now, so I'd like to see how they do, especially Winona. She looks pretty dang good, although she's getting a little hefty. She loves her food, as we all do. There's just something about getting ready for the day that makes you feel better. Now we go take care of the goats. Wanna go outside? Wait. Wait. Okay. Okay, Salem. Come on. It's all quiet right now. But the second they see me, there we go. Hello, my cum-bearing gifts. Hold on, let me open it. It's hard to hold everything at the same time. There we go. Nice, clean shaven goats, but I totally messed up on Reba's udder. I went too high and I'm so mad at myself. Daphne's I did pretty good. You've got to clip the udder to look its best. And since we're later in the season and they don't have as much milk, they're still filling up right now for the show. You don't trim it as high, and I did, so oh well. These girls all go nuts for the grain. They don't really need it, but I feel bad because they are pregnant and need a little bit of nutrition here in the beginning. So River got clipped or shaved too. They look so funny when they're all shaved. And then Winona got clipped as well. So here's who I'm taking to the show and what I'm hoping that will happen. In 2021, we shipped Daphne all the way from a farm in New York here to Arizona. I was in love with her lineage and I really hoped she'd help improve our genetics. We took her to a few shows when she was a kid without too much success. I mean, hey, give us a break. We were newbies, but as she got older and developed that beautiful udder, she really started to get more competitive. Daphne sort of has this always a bridesmaid, never never a bride thing going on. She's been second place more times than I can count, and although she's been in the lineup for reserve champion, which is the second spot behind the coveted grand champion ribbon, she's never been awarded it. I really hesitated bringing her this year because I haven't really seen her mature as well as I'd hoped. She had 5 kids this year, and she has a really strong will to milk, which means she can look a bit on the thin side. I feel like if she has another year or two to develop, she'll do much better, but she does great at shows, and I thought, hey, since this show is only 20 minutes away, let's give her a shot. We're hoping she can snag a grand champion, the top award, or at least a reserve champion. In 2022, we bred Daphne with our Pennsylvania buck, Napoleon, and we got little Reba McIntyre. Reba matured beautifully and really has been such a great doe to milk and to work with. She's a sweetheart and she's easy to lead in the ring, and she honestly doesn't look too bad. She has more width than Daphne, which is a definite improvement, but she doesn't quite have the same tight shoulders, which can be a negative thing in the ring. But she does have strong upright pasterns, which are her ankles, and she's already developed some decent body depth as a 1-year-old, so that's a win. Reba's been first before in a huge class, so I know she has what it takes to do well in the show ring. All we need to do is make her look her best. I would love to get a grand or a reserve with her. She's currently pregnant right now with a plethora of, well, either Finnick or Lancelot babies. We'll have to DNA the babies to find out who the daddy is, and I have high hopes for her in the future. Winona is another Daphne daughter, but in this case, Winona is the daughter of our Washington buck, Finnick. He is a powerhouse with strength in his leg structure and front assembly. I can already tell that Winona is an improvement on Daphne as far as her feet and legs go, but only time will tell if the udder is what we'd hoped. I've never taken Winona to a show, so this will be her first time in the ring, and I've been walking her daily, so let's hope she doesn't throw a fit in front of everybody. River was brought in from California this year from one of the top herds in the country, and I have been holding my breath, hoping I can raise her up properly and do her justice. She comes from a long line of amazing udders, and her sire was the premier sire at this year's ADGA Nationals, so she has a lot to live up to. We took her to a show earlier this year, and while she did get first place, she didn't get grand or reserve in the next round. So we're hoping this time we'll get a big win for her. Okay, we're at the state fair. The goats are settled in. They are not very happy, but we're giving them lots of treats, so they'll be fine. And this one is a tricky one because it's the end of the year, so their lactations are just not where you'd want them to be. They're starting to dry up as we get to the winter. The state fair is cool because if you win, normally you don't get anything other than a ribbon, but at the state fair, you get money. It's not very much, but it's kind of fun to map out to see if you win, how much you're gonna come away with.
You're keeping track of
Wait, let me show you. So here is how much it costs to get entry to the state fair, okay? So it cost like 60 bucks because I did the entries and I also got shavings, which I probably shouldn't have done. And then there's like the club fees and all that. Okay, so it cost me like $93, okay? But watch. What? There's all this money that we can make each day. So it's like, we've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, okay? So each day we can earn back. So my goal, Kevin, is just to break even.
There's money to be made.
Okay. All right. So the first day was up. There's lots of people at the state fair. So that's sort of the bad thing, is that people are all petting your goats.
Yeah.
So we put up a sign that they bite, even though our goats don't bite.
We told them to bite, but they wouldn't.
Yeah. So we were in the ring. Winona and River are in the same class. And right away we could tell the judge was not liking how they had a little bit more condition on them, or weight.
A little more padding.
So
the first day didn't go as good because the judge didn't like that.
They still looked really nice, and they did really well for us. They walked around the ring. They were both doing a really good job.
Yeah. Oh man, River was so good to walk. I got lucky.
So in the end, River got 5th
and Winona got 9th.
Oh my god.
He said Winona was really nice, and he would have put her up if she was a little bit on the lighter side. So I've got to watch that when I raise up my juniors for sure.
It's kind of just judge's preference. And
yeah, it is a little bit. Some really don't like that and will kind of knock you down for it. But day 2 came around and it was the seniors' turn. So that means it was Daphne and her daughter Reba's turn. And, you know, Daphne didn't do as well as I thought she would. She was put 3rd. I was really hoping she'd get, you know, a 1st or 2nd place, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
And Reba did okay. She got 1st in her class because she was the only one in that class. But then in the grand champion lineup, she didn't get a grand or reserve. But she looked really good.
Yeah, she did.
So day 3 came around. New judge this time. We're back to showing the juniors. And it's kind of interesting how, look at all the movement as we all are setting up our goats. It's just funny. So we led them around the ring.
We did this strategy where we get 1st in line.
Oh, well, we switched places too.
Yeah.
Because I showed River this time and you showed Winona. I made you show the naughty one. She wasn't that bad. She was just not as easy as River. So we're all setting them up. He's looking at their back ends, looking at their front ends, looking how they walk, just everything.
And this judge was good and
we love this judge.
Yeah.
Because he put us first. He put River first. So he's our favorite judge.
He doesn't discriminate for some padding or things like that. He was really fair.
So yeah, we were pretty excited about it. I was really hoping he wasn't going to move us back. Sometimes they put you in first and then have you walk around and then they're like, nope, never mind. So, but yeah, he kept River in first. I was so happy with that. And he put Winona 3rd, which is cool. And it was really interesting because at the end, he did say that he would have put Winona 1st if she had less condition, less padding. So that made me really happy because I think Winona looks great. I just needed that confirmation that I was doing the right thing and my eye was right. So now we're in the grand champion lineup. These are the first placed goats in every class. So they're all slightly different ages. So he said it was down to these 2 in the middle, River and this other little doeling. And in the end, he chose River.
Yeah,
so River won grand champion.
Yes, which is a huge accomplishment because this is against the very best looking ones of all ages.
All right, guys, look who got grand champion. I'm so excited because Winona got 3rd. Where's my 3rd? Right there. Which is really awesome because I think she looks really great, but it was hard when the first judge didn't really like her that much. And
it's good when it's confirmed by someone.
It's good when it's confirmed, but our River, not only did River get 1st, she also got her grand champion. So she got her 1st leg, and you can get 3 total to be a permanent champion. So
finally, yes.
I know. We're so excited. Yay.
So the final day were the seniors again.
Yeah, and this judge was way more favorable this time and
put Daphne 2nd.
Which
is what we wanted, because then we can go in the lineup and possibly get a reserve champion.
Yes.
So at the very end, okay, so these are all the first place winners, and Reba was first place because she was the only one in her class, which I was surprised at because there's usually a lot of first fresheners.
That is weird.
I thought that was weird.
But she was really good and got 1st.
So the doe that was ahead of
Daphne
got grand champion, and so we got to bring Daphne up, and she was now in the running.
We have a great chance to get reserve here because we have 2 out of the 4.
And honestly, if it's me, I think Reba looks a little bit better than Daphne. She has more depth.
More depth, yeah.
But he said ultimately it came down to the mammary system.
Oh, okay.
And Daphne just had a better one. Reba's she's a first freshener, so she's not going to nearly have the same capacity at the end of the year.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see them side by side because, I do think that Reba's a definite improvement on Daphne.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and her memory system will get better.
And it'll get more developed as we go on. But he ended up giving reserve to Daphne, which is awesome. So she got reserve champion.
All right, guys, we got reserve champion. Look at that. With Daphne. So that means that she was 2nd place, like behind the grand champion. So
that's 2 ribbons at this show.
2 good ribbons. We're excited about it and we're tired after being here for so long, but it's good. We did good.
We did it.
All right, how did I come out?
You came out as the most organized goat weirdo in the world.
Okay, so every day, some days we didn't make anything. Like Winona for 9th place, she made $0. But in some of the other classes, we made a good amount of money.
Yeah.
So in the end, I calculated it. It cost us $93, but we won $138. So we've got $45. We can get 2 bales of hay.
Nice. Maybe. How you doing? Like to sleep underneath the hay?